Taurus, this is Shooting Stars Tarot, and welcome to your May 2016 love reading. Let's go ahead and get started. Spirit and Universe, what are the messages that you have for Taurus regarding their love life in May? What are the messages you have for Taurus regarding their love life in May? Taurus love life. May. Spirit and Universe, what are the messages that you have for Taurus in their love life in May 2016? Messages and guidance for Taurus. What are the messages and guidance that you have for Taurus in May 2016 for their love life? This one. Oops. Look at all these major arcanas. You have a big month in May. A little rough patch for you. Might be emotional. All right, well, let's get started. The first card we have is the Hierophant, and this is a card of really spirituality and bringing in the divine. You may be, I'm looking here, so you may be because of the Lovers and the Four of Wands, you may be getting married or going to a wedding, something revolving spirituality and connection to a higher power. And with the Lovers card coming in from the recent past, you know, mid to end April, I'm really feeling that if you're not getting married or engaged, there's definitely a deepening of a connection with someone. And so congratulations with that. I don't know as far as, I mean, it could be a fire sign, but there's only this card. It could also be another earth sign, because what we have crossing the Hierophant is the Nine of Pentacles, and this is a card of just being prosperous and content and happy because you've built yourself a very nice, strong foundation. This is really a card of just success and contentment and beauty. And so I think because this is crossing the Hierophant, you're really stable in your relationship. Or if you're just dating, you might be, I'm not seeing newness here. So if you are just dating, you might be meeting a lot of people, or you're just very content within yourself. But with the Lovers card here, I think there's definitely some relationship that's coming from the recent past. So if you met somebody in April, it's definitely coming forward into May, and it's definitely deepening in connection for both of you. And I say that because of these two cards, which we'll get to. So if you're in a long-term bond, you're very happy and very content, and you're feeling very connected to each other. Now, what's grounding the situation is the Five of Pentacles. So this is really a card of going through rough times financially. You see these two people, they're standing outside of a building, which we've always identified as a church. And they're kind of poverty stricken, and it could also be just emotional doubt and frustration. Not so much fighting battles, but just being tired and worn down. And so I don't think this is emotionally for you, because you have all these beautiful cards here. But there's an underlying tone of something not going right, and it's not major. It's really not major because you have so many beautiful cards here, but there is an underlying tone of something being a point of frustration. And what I like to say about this card is they're standing outside of the building, and they're cold and they're frustrated and they're not connected. But really, a lot of times, if we just go inside the building, there's a bunch of wealth there for us, spiritual wealth. And I say that because of this card. There's spiritual wealth, there's financial wealth. It changes things if you just decide to go inside of the building. So whatever you're going through, at whatever this card is, that's the underlying tone of the reading, just change your perspective. You just have to change your perspective, I think, a little bit, and kind of reconnect with spirit and where you are. And it's simple. There's no decision-making cards here, but it's really just a simple decision to just, let's find the door and go inside the building. So that's grounding the situation. What's grounding the situation, as I spoke of before, is the Four of Wands. And this is a card of, it's a marriage card. It's a connecting and rejoicing and being just happy, moving to a next level. I mean, they're standing under these beautiful flowers. There's lots of people around. There's big buildings, and they're just really rejoicing together. So I think that this crowning the situation is really the overall feeling of the relationship and of the reading, that you're really happy and you're really content. And so don't worry too much about this card. This is not major, because you have so many other beautiful major arcana cards that are trumping this card. There just might be a little bit of worry and a little bit of frustration. Now, obviously, we spoke about this, the Lover's card. In your recent past, I think you have met somebody, or you're reconnecting with your significant other in a very serious way, and also a very spiritual way, because you're happy and you're connected, and there's definitely a future. You both feel that there's a strong future here. Now, in your near future, let me see all those. In your near future, you have the Chariot, and this is a messenger card, and taking action and bringing forth swift changes, and you're in control of this. And so I think if anything's going, this is in your near future, so whatever this underlying tone is, you don't like the feeling of it, and you're going to make rapid adjustments to change whatever it is. Okay? It could be something very simple, like, I shouldn't have put that cruise on my credit card, so we're just going to cancel it, or we're just going to go or get a part-time job to cover it. And it's just something that's going to be done very quickly, and you're just going to decide to do it. You definitely have the power, and it will go your way. So this isn't, I'm not seeing this so much in terms of your relationship. I'm looking at this card in your near future as a decision to fix this situation. All right, now how you're viewing your love life and your situation, Taurus, is you are happy. You are so happy. This seventh card in the reading is how you are looking at the situation and how you are looking at yourself, and you're completely content. You're pledging your love to your lover, and there's also a spiritual message here with this creature here, kind of overlooking and overseeing and blessing the situation. And I use the word blessing. I normally don't use the word blessing with this card, but I do in this reading because the Hierophant is here. So there's a very spiritual, strong connection between the two of you, and you are very happy. And I also see that they are very happy and excited and see a ton of potential, because how they're viewing the situation in the eighth position is the Wheel of Fortune. They just think that they are the most fortunate person in the world because they have met you and that you're in their life. So they're happy. You're happy, and you both are seeing a lot of potential and a very strong connection with each other. Now, in your hopes and fears position, we have the Seven of Swords, and this is a card of getting away with something. So you are afraid that there's going to be some hiccups because it's going so well and you see such a bright future. You might be afraid of this. Maybe you sneakily planned a girl's trip, or you spent a little too much money and you're not communicating it with your partner, and so you're worried that you're going to get found out. But like I said, don't be too worried about it, because you have this in your near future and you're definitely going to rectify the situation and fix it, whatever it is. So this is in your hopes and fears. You're just kind of afraid that you did something and you're going to be found out. You may be afraid that they are doing something. But just knowing your energy, Taurus, you're so grounded and open-minded and loving and warm that I don't think that you're suspecting them of doing something. I think this is kind of something you might be trying to cover up, something minor, something that you might be trying to cover up and not wanting to communicate. And you don't necessarily have to either if you just fix it. And you're going to. So that's a fear, a worry that you have. And that worry is actually getting to you more than you think of, and it might not only be because of this situation, but you're worried that your worries are deeper because the situation is easily rectified and you're going to take action to do so, but you're worried about this and the status of your relationship because it's going so well that you don't want anything to happen. And I think this is pertaining to a specific situation, whereas this card is more of an underlying tone of worry and fear. You may be having dreams that something is going wrong and that you're going to lose this person. Sometimes people have dreams of the person leaving and you wake up in the middle of the night and you're crying or you're nervous and you just feel uncomfortable. And this is your outcome card for the month. So you're so happy with this person. And I'm getting the feeling that it's a fairly new strengthening of the connection between you two, because you're worried. You don't feel stable in it yet. And you're worried that something's going to go wrong and it's going to ruin it. And you don't want to go through that. But don't focus on this. I know this is the outcome card for May. But don't focus on this, Taurus, because again, and I always say this with this card, but these animals, they're coming from rough waters or something kind of coming up to grab them. But at the same time, they're trying not to focus on it. They're trying to focus forward and look forward down the road. And so I think mentally, you need to do that, but there's still that underlying tone of worry and fear that you're going to lose them. So let's see what the Oracle cards say. Let me see if there's anything else I want to say about this. Yeah, you're happy and don't focus so much on these cards, because you are happy and content and very excited. And not only that, but you are ready. You're ready. You've gotten ready and you've spent time getting ready. and your mind is in the right place. You're looking for the right qualities in a person, and you're admiring the right qualities in a person, and you're ready. And I think that I'm very curious to see what your reading is in June, because I know your April reading was very specific, and I know I've been curious to see what your comments are regarding that reading, because it was a very specific reading, and I try to keep it general and I try to keep it high level. So I don't know if a lot of you were going through something in April, but that situation has definitely changed in May. And whatever you were going through in April, you have prepared yourself for meeting the right person, and you're looking for the right qualities. And they are too, and they really feel that they have found it. You both really feel that you have found it. Okay. Let's see what the oracle cards say. Spirit and universe, what are any additional messages or advice that you can offer Taurus for May regarding their love life? And you know what? You might be worried, Taurus. This might be spillover from April. This might be spillover from April, and you're worried that it's going to affect your current situation. And April was a big month for you, really, because it's still impacting you. I think this is also spillover from April, but you've got to figure out what you need to do to fix it, and then you need to take action and do it. And I know that you're really good at that. You're very grounded. You're not afraid of hard work and honest work and doing whatever needs to be done. And you do it. You're very good at that. So don't worry. Don't spend your time worrying. Spend your time acting. Oops. Okay, what's additional messages and or advice for Taurus regarding their love life in May? The Master Maker. Perfect. This is perfect. I'm going to read what the book says. I feel that this is perfect because you are able to change your situation, which you are. We already see this. You're able to fix and do what needs to be done. So let's see what what the book says. Skill, craftsmanship, magician, moral strength, and invention. Do whatever you do as well as you can, and then make it even better. The Master Maker reminds us that our very best work is always desirable, and in the present situation, it is necessary for success. In fact, he asks that we surpass our previous best, don't cut corners, and don't take the easy way. Whether making a thing or fulfilling a concept, be sure to design what is elegant, pure, and functional, and then follow it, attending to every detail in its turn. This card speaks of long-lasting achievement, creative problem-solving, and confident action. It may suggest cooperation with others, especially from a position of responsibility or of teaching one's crafts to others. Success comes from practical application of traditional principles in life and in work. So that just speaks perfectly with this reading, because you're happy, you see a ton of potential, and you're very hopeful. You are a little fearful, but what this is saying is that you have 100% control over how you adjust the situation and get rid of this worry. Okay? What a good reading, and I'm glad it came after April, because whatever you guys were going through in April, in your love life or in general, it was really impacting you, and there's a little spillover, I think, emotionally, and you're really afraid it's going to affect your current relationship. So take action, make adjustments as needed. I know you can do it. You're really good at it. And then what's good about you, Taurus, is you just decide to do it, and then you make the adjustments, and then everything works out fine, and then you're happy. And you're confident in your choices, and you're confident in your actions because you're so grounded and you're so hardworking and very smart. All right. All right, Taurus. Well, that's your May reading. Uh, Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like any a private reading, you can email me at shootingstartarot@gmail.com. And thank you so much. I hope you liked your reading.